gives me back some memories of VP Polar days. That used to be the 2 heroes they always ran. So there are things that I like about it, but as a 5-man draft, I feel like it's a little bit clunky to execute.
I had to do a bit of Google translating there. Dalai Lama. I don't know. This guy speaks like 10 languages or something. I swear to God. Every time I'm in a lobby, he's all chatting. You know, hello, good luck, have friends, good luck, friends or something. Good luck, Sabi. Good luck, friend. Omar drops it back as well.
Oh, walking up the high ground. Gonna find Schofield.
He pops the battery assault, but he's being tagged up by the stuns and a Sven, the Lion. Now Surge is there though. Level 1 Surge from Darkseer saves Schofield from first blood.
It saves him, but is that worth it? Would you have saved your support?
Nope.
I mean,
I would have leveled Iron Shell in Fountain, my man.
Yeah, I'm now an offlane Darkseer with Surge level 1, so he does have the quick wit. He gets auto attack speed from intelligence, and he has 4 gauntlets to get a lot of intelligence because he gets the same intelligence as his strength in this case.
Gaining 17 attack speed, gaining 34 intelligence.
Yeah. Getting a whole lot of different stats, but if you don't have Iron Shell, I feel like you can just get destroyed here in lane.
How much intelligence is he gaining? He's not gaining 34, he just puts it
yeah, it's just a tooltip issue. He's not actually getting...
Oh, on the Observer it says gaining 13, so mine is just wrong.
Yeah, same actually, mine too.
Interesting.
Strange.
But yeah, Dalai Lama is currently zoned out of lane by a Jakiro. Clockwork has come in to try and help out. But yeah, level 1 Surge definitely going to help. Very reminiscent of the old days of like Enigma leveling Malefice to get first blood rather than Eidolons and then feeling pretty sad about things.
They already have to go shenanigans. Like Clockwork, he knows he's going for the pull here. He's going to try and get the creep wave in a favorable spot. Jakiro does get the D-ward, but the camp is still blocked.
This hero. So good at D-warding. The double hits from the double heads.
It's wonderful. Oh, top lane, Malik really low.
Oh, finished off. KJ, King Jungle, gets first blood. Probably dying to Omar here, unless he can juke around the trees. And, are they turning and fighting the Lion? Weaver comes in with the damage, and Omar's going to be the second kill up here for Heroic. A double kill for your Shadow Demon.
Shadow Demon just taking those kills. I mean, he's using that menace for the 2% extra damage every time he auto attacks. I actually think his last auto attack on the Underlord there shouldn't have killed him if he didn't have this facet.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It was
the high roll.
Yeah, looked like a really strong hit, but he did hit him a lot of times first, so... Such a funny innate. Funny that a hero who's not about auto-attacking at all suddenly gets an auto-attack innate.
And it's kind of useful. Yeah, good laning stage skill. Down at bottom, Schofield. Caught out here with a dual breath and a Sven stun. He's making a nuisance of himself, though. He's not dead, and he's going to drag him to Carlos around. TA2000 has to turn back and deal with the creeps. They've done a very good job here, like you said, with the shenanigans, the lane manipulation, to get Dalai Lama up to level 2, buy his tier 1 tower, and get some farm going.
Yeah, it's very good, because otherwise that lane looked like it was going to be rough. It does come a little bit at the cost of Schofield's, having to do all these weird moves, and they're not really threatening the Sven, is the big part. Like, they could have had a pretty strong lane with Iron Shell up on the battery assault and then go in, but instead they had to play survival, and all that comes back to the first little initiation there, or first blood attempt.
This is very Schofield, though, right? Playing Clockwork and playing behind enemy lines.
Oh, yeah.
This is very much his modus operandi. Get in there, be a pest, be a nuisance.
Schofield is, yeah, he's always the support who kind of goes places, let's say. In the qualifiers, I remember that too. He was usually the one kind of providing vision, let's call it.
Man, this de-warding battle bottom just never stops. It has 3 sentries each or something to try and control the small camp.
Jakiro is winning it right now, though.
Finally, yeah. Unlocking it. Still has to wait 45 seconds for it to spawn, so that's 45 seconds for Schofield to go and walk into the camp and body block it.
Yeah. Darkseer is getting, some decent time in the lane, though. He's level 3 by now, so with Iron Shell, he can quite safely push the lane in.
Right, we've looked at bottom, we've looked at top. People have died a little bit here and there. Middle lane, Slardar versus Pango. What's going on?
I mean, Slardar favored, so he's doing fantastic. He's super happy he's laning against the Slardar and not a Huskar or something. Double jump in there. But 22 for 6, so good CS on the Slardar, 16 on 1. Not bad on the Pango, but he is struggling a little bit more to stay in the lane and stay competitive here. So once the Slardar gets his power treads, I think it can become very hard.
I mean, Noob just popping a clarity and skirting around the edges of the XP range. You can't really get in there and get involved, so yeah, complete free farm for the Slardar.
Yeah. And Log just dancing back and forth, trying to deny the rune pickup from the Pango as long as he can. Finally, Pango is going to get it, but he's been sitting back for so long, not CSing now.
Hey, what is the goal for this? Oh, going in, killing off Omar again. Schofield has made his way up top to, again, get involved. Been a lot of good early action from Heroic.
A little cross-map rotation there. Always nice to have those portals. So he doesn't have the biggest mana pool right now to stay in lane on the SD. He salves up.
So yeah, what's the goal with the Slardar? Is it like Spirit style, get a rune, rotate into side lanes, you just sit mid and farm? Like it's not like you're a DK who pressures tower, right?
No, you don't really pressure tower. It is very farm oriented. Slardar is a hero who farms pretty poorly, but the farm he does get is very valuable on him, right? So he doesn't need many items, he just needs something. Most likely we're gonna see him go power treads into Orchid next. Top Malik going pretty deep here, trying to steal some creeps.
The small camp, killing courier, killing creeps, but again surrounded by 3. Schofield and KJ pairing up nicely there to get another kill. 4 for nothing in this first 5 minutes of play.
Yeah, they sent the dogs on that Underlord, I think. He didn't have a chance there. And unfortunately, that's, you know, him having a really rough time now because he previously died as well. He does have his TP, though.
Oh, mid lane. They've moved on to Analog. Oh, he's a pretty tanky fella, though, this Slardar. Still holding 13 wand charges if they wanted to go any deeper.
He's completely fine. Even backpacks that, bottles up a little bit. We have 10 seconds for the runes here. Both Radiant controlling the top and bottom rune. Looks like the supports are coming in here with bottle refill.
Very nice. 3 seconds to go. Down at bottom. First point of contact is the cogs onto the Pango. Shield rune for Schofield as he gets up in the face of Ducalis now. KJ arriving with a banishment there onto the Pango. Analog's pretty low, but he's got 17 one charges. Misses the crush, sadly for him, as Dalai Lama has now arrived to bring down Ducalis' Jakiro. At the very least, they get a support kill.
Can you imagine that fight if Pango actually had his level 6? He's, you know, been missing some CSing on mid lane, been denied a little bit by Slardar. Slardar did have a 6 there. If Pango had a 6, he could have contested that with a roll. But unfortunately,
Schofield
gets it now.
Schofield's on a migration. I don't know where he's going. He's wrapped around all the way to top with the Shadow Demon following him as well.
It's for the Wisdom rune, trying to make a play here. Omar,
that's what it's all about.
He can sense it. He's blocking them.
He knows something's not quite right here.
He saw them with the ward earlier.
Emerges a Tin Man with a battle plan. But look at it. 3-4 heroes out of Quest coming to try and defend it. They're all coming here. Cogs are down. Schofield kicking them around. Wisdom rune spawning up.
Oh, what a stun.
Very nice from Omar there to secure the Wisdom rune for themselves. Could have been a nice snipe. There's a lot of emphasis from Quest to come and guard it, though.
Yeah, they did bring a lot of resources to make sure that they get that one. At the same time, decent amount of investment from Heroic as well, running there. But it's going to be a 1-for-1 on the rune. Of course, Darkseer snagged up the other one on the other side of the map, so getting closer to his level 6. Still a little bit behind the Sven, who is starting to farm up pretty fast now, by the way. He has his mask already coming out. And look at his damage already. He's starting to get back to a pretty good number, even though he started out with a minus damage from the facet.
Oh yeah, he's got some hefty hits now. On top of the net worth, top of the last hits, with 24 denies as well. Not top of the net worth, though. That is the Weaver. 4.1k for K1. Of course, 202 for this Weaver, getting involved in some kills and having that free farm.
I love the choice
close to the Maelstrom
by K1 to go for the Maelstrom as well, rushing. 8 minutes, we see both teams controlling runes here. KJ is in a bit of trouble. King Jungle trying to run out of there.
Yeah, already spent his disruption. Try and put some poison on them. K1's coming. Weaver arriving. They'll kill off the Shadow Demon. Analog alongside K1, trying to get on top of Ducalis here, and it should be a little snipe onto the Jakiro at the very least. Omar, with Noob, able to get over the tree line and back away safely. It's just they're being cornered here. Every move, Quest are kind of being pushed back, hemmed in, while Heroic have the freedom of the map. It's just the Sven, like you're mentioning, is the only one that has any semblance of safety on the map right now.
It is, but that is a very good thing to have, though. The Sven is farming away, using his ulti as well, making sure he's ramping up the farm. They're going to have to rely on TA2000 a lot to come back into this game, because the early game is not really going their way. But Sven is a great hero to rely on. I feel like it's such a safety net to have Sven with free farm. He almost has his full Mask of Madness now, and you know he's just going to ramp up the farm so fast. Looks like Slardar is opting for a Blink next, going for more of an initiation playmaker kind of build, not going for a little bit greedier attack speed here from the mid lane. We have seen otherwise some Mage Slayers and Orchid builds, but yeah, just gonna go for the Blink and be the enabler for his team.
Yeah, I mean, what is it going to be? Blink BKB? Or can you fit, I guess it depends on the state of the game, right? Can you fit a Blink Orchid or a Blink Aghanim Scepter or something in?
Yeah, probably has to be Blink BKB, I would imagine, just to deal with the Pango and all these disables coming out. Quest have a tremendous amount of disables, so I don't think you can delay the BKB too much. Quest again, playing towards the runes. Same thing for Heroic. Rune spawning in 10 seconds, top or bottom. Where's the Oracle when you need him?
Oh, Swashbuckle used there in conjunction with the cogs to push Noob's Pango around. And bottom rune, a haste bottle by Analog, so a bit of speed here again for Heroic to get out on the map and maybe find someone.
They're clearing some massive stacks on the side of Heroic, actually. We didn't really point out, but they cleared like double stacks with Analog already, and now they clear up the Ancients and the big camp as well here. So been doing a fantastic job just setting up their farm. And something that we're seeing as well coming out from Quest, they're starting to prepare for the Sven. Already made a triple stack on their own Ancients.
Yeah, you need the Sven to be as large as possible. Underlord.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
Dice are scanning.
A little something extra for the inner.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Works. Now 1 second for Swashbuckle to come back up. His shield crashes, swashes off. Davo Lama's dropped the wall and the hook shot. Schofield, he rejoins in tremendous fashion as they go on to do Carlet's kill off to Jakiro and Malik. Well, he joined with the Fiend's Gate coming in behind them. Slowed down a little bit, but gets to his high ground. Heroic, that kill on the Pango, important for them though.
Yeah, Log has to watch out, killing some Necro books there from the Underlord Gate. Almost goes down to very low HP on Slardar.
K1 and Analog, the race for the DD rune.
Yeah.
Analog's like, that's mine. Bottled it up.
A good feeling to be a Slardar with that Guardian sprint. Gotta go fast. Of course, him having the Blink Dagger, we'll probably see a lot more activations around him as well and see him look for fights. He's actually going for a Null Talisman next, it seems like. Get a little bit of mana regen for himself. Of course, you do need some mana to be able to spam your Crush.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's become more and more common, right? The one Null on course.
Yeah, when I first saw it on TA, I don't know, 6-7 months ago, whenever it was, I was like, what is this? Like, why is Mikke buying Wraithband and Null Tally? And it's like, well, Bassi sucks, no one's buying Arcanes on his team, he needs mana. Yeah, it's a great item.
Yeah, this was just made more efficient overall. You know, kind of makes sense. And especially with Bassi competing for the Mana Boots aura, I think that's a very nice little detail, whereas Null Talisman doesn't.
Yeah.
And Sven just cleared up 2 ancient stacks right there, so he gets absolutely enormous amount of gold. I believe that he has this entire Echo Saber. Yeah, he does. So full Echo Saber coming out. We'll see if he opts to go for a Harpoon as well. Not that much lockdown on the side of Heroic, but you still probably want an early BKB here just to be able to auto-attack. Also going to be curious to see when he decides to get a Shard here, since there's an SD on the enemy team.
I was going to ask you that. Like, going up against Slardar Weaver, you kind of want that Shard, but And does he want to spend it himself?
It's awkward to buy it. It's very awkward to say, yeah, now we take the time to buy it, but, you know, we'll see if it's ever a priority for him or if he just decides to go for regular items.
Because it's like that 1400. Oh, hang on. Oh, the Hex.
Quick Hex.
Stops the stun.
Omar.
Great. Nicely done by Omar. Schofield's coming. The trap
no, he's
inside the
stuck.
cogs. Hang on, have they saved the Slaughter and got him out of there? And he's still stuck in the pit of Malice. Bubbled up, healed up a little bit. Analog still surviving. Surged and runs away. He's out of danger now as in comes K1 to play with Omar. Take him down with the Maelstrom strikes. Malik a noob trying to run away. The Firestorm dropped on him, but these illusions chasing Malik down to the bitter end. Finish off another one. I cannot believe that Slaughter survived.
Yeah. Did you see what happened to Pango in that fight?
He got hook-shotted and trapped in cogs.
He got hook-shot, trapped in cogs. Even got trapped on the outpost. The outpost blocked him a lot of times there, so he couldn't get forward. He was trying to go forward towards the Slaughter, but didn't manage to do so. So we see a bit of a chase here. Sven behind him.
There we go. A kill on the clockwork, something at the very least for them, and maybe they can transfer this into a tier 1 tower.
Wow, what a big moment for them here. They were losing so hard, and now suddenly they managed to get a kill at least and go towards mid here.
So Sven chased the clockwork off to the right-hand side. Analog slips away to the left. Clock comes back in a second to... Oh, it's already been done, right? To stop the Pango.
Yeah, the pinball is already over here. He was stuck for a while there on the outpost. Meanwhile, back in the game, we saw mid tower taken out by Radiant, and of course Weaver, K1 taking out the top tower. I have memories of K1's Weaver as well in the qualifiers, by the way. He did a great job split pushing a lot. Very, very aggressive split push from this man. So we'll see if he replicates that in this game as well.
Yeah, Weaver has always been one of those heroes for K1 that's like... not one of his signature heroes, but it's just been outside of signature.
Yeah.
You think about his Wraith King, you know, Chaos Knight, Phantom Lancer, Illusion Heroes, etc.
It's
but
just well.
Yeah, Weaver definitely fits in that wheelhouse quite nicely.
Yeah, in the series they were the closest to losing in the qualifier. It was his Weaver that pulled them back, by the way. They were like absolutely on the ropes and struggling, but he was just a thorn in the opponent's side on the side lanes. And that's what we see. TP bottom now to start pushing side lanes. So he pushed top all the way, and now he goes bottom, keeps pushing all the way. Really active on the lanes.
Yeah, even farming enemy ancients on the way there as well, right?
Yeah.
Pushes top, farms enemy ancients, goes bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Supreme efficiency from the man.
He's a greedy player. He's a very greedy player. If you,
He basically invented we had to invent the term farming pattern for K1.
he likes to push it to a limit as much as he can. We see the offlaners connecting here.
Yeah, I mean, this Dark's here, taking a tremendous amount of damage, but bubbled up. Slaughter, hexed up.
Sven is here.
Stun's coming in. Analog. The wall dropped over the top of him to try and protect the Slaughter, and he barely slips away again. Malik gonna drop. Heroic just bring their numbers so quickly, snapping into action, buying that time with a Shadow Demon Disruption to stay alive,
Sven
get a
blink.
kill.
Thinking about it, not going. Gets clipped by a little poison touch. And gets out. That was a very, very close fight to going the other way, though. The Slaughter living on the skin of his teeth right there.
Again, the Slaughter is like 50 HP away from death. He's just surviving. He's out of there.
Imagine if he had another neutral item than the Broom Handle. You know, if he had something that doesn't give him +4 armor, he probably would have died in that fight, at least with Sven laying into him.
Oh, very likely, yeah. Oh, it's been good moves from Davai Lama, though, like the Greaves. The wall dropped on him. The vacuum was a bit of protection.
Yeah. Yeah, he recognized that he's strong, has the double bracer, has the dragon scale now as well to tank up even more, so he's willing to go first into these engagements with a cloak as well to give a bit of magic resistance. He's not an easy target to kill.
Also kind of cool how that fight started as well, because we started talking about the Weaver, right, pushing the tier 1, the Weaver's showing, and the rest of the team from Heroic went for this kind of wraparound style play, and Quest have got to feel good about that. They see their first point of contact, Darkseer, let's go on him, let's catch him. All of a sudden, Weaver Shikuchi'd that entire, 2,000 distance, caught up to the fight. There's Surge, there's Slaughter with Sprint and Blink. All of a sudden, Heroic go from being like 1 hero showing to 5 heroes fighting.
Slaughter,
like right now, Slaughter, this time he's probably going to die, right? Or maybe not, with the heals coming in. He's saved up and kept alive yet again. The wall dropped with the vacuum there.
He's fine.
Llama, he's here to save the day once more. Down you go. Omar Malik hit the deck as Ducalis being punched down by Analog. The Slaughter comes in to help the Darkseer, and Noob got nothing left to do but run back to Fountain.
I wonder if there's some problem with the target acquisition here for Quest. Like if Slaughter really is the target, it feels like he never dies when they go on him.
Look, his hero model is bugged. We can't click him.
Yeah, no, they need to get on the back line. I'm saying the SD is always there to save. He was even standing ready with the disruption there, but good positioning by Heroic, and they're just looking way stronger here in this game.
Yeah, 7k lead, 14-3 in kill score, going for Roshan now. You could argue, Analog probably should have died 3 times this game, but he is 1-0-6 on his mid slot, having a tremendous time.
He's towing that line, and that's exactly what they do in South America. Playing aggressive and pushing it to questionable levels of aggression is what they're known for. So Heroic,
genius, insanity.
Yeah, exactly. You should be questioning it. If you're not, then it's not aggressive enough.
It's been great stuff.
So far, things are working out great for them. They have almost built the entire Aghanim Scepter on Slardar as well. Just need a bit more gold. He needs some 1,300 gold more.
He's like, forget BKB. Did you see the last 3 fights? I don't need it.
Yeah, just some status resistance on top of that, and HP regen, bonus armor. He's going to be completely fine.
So right now, the goal for Quest, unlock TA 2000. He unloads a tremendous amount of damage if only they can start the fight on their terms. Yeah. It kind of feels like they just need vision of the Shadow Demon. Like KJ has been playing Oracle. Hide in fog, save one hero, and then turn the fight.
Yeah. King Jungle has been really on point for sure. His positioning for saving his teammates has been great. He only got caught out once, which is remarkable. I think very impressive, and showing why SD was a good last pick here in this game as well. It's really working out well for him.
Yeah, it was a pick that I didn't have a read on. I didn't feel particularly good about the pick, but it's tremendous.
The smoke around into the Tormentor take. Can they steal it? Clockwork in position.
Oh, wow. They're coming close to it. They've killed off Omar. Sven, he's run back. He's already popped God Strength. The hook shot off the mark, though. Schofield couldn't quite
Do they steal?
latch on to the hero, and it looks like they're going to try and steal it. Down it goes. Tormentor grabbed by Analog.
That is a bully move right there. So they run away. Quest recognized they're not strong enough to take this fight yet. They don't have their timings, didn't have BKB for this. I think if they had BKB on Sven, they would have tried to take this fight, but he is just 100 gold away. Now he has it, but that's too late. Wisdom Rune gonna go the way of Heroic as well, and they will go back for their own Wisdom Rune and Torment. A huge win for them here.
It's just been an incredible sets of play from Heroic.
Yeah, they're just outmaneuvering them on the map, and a lot of that came back to that ward. Schofield had a ward on the Tormentor, placed just long enough ago that it lasts long enough to cover the early Torment take. That was a really heads-up decision, having this ward here.
Yeah, especially like last series, right? You brought up the point that it's been very important. It's been nice to see teams go for early Tormentors to get that added value. So it looks like down at bottom, Jakala's going to be the sacrifice there to get Noob away, but the Pango is being pinged out. Can we get a bash? No, he's only got one stack up. We've got a crush. Now we'll get the bash in a second. Pango in some serious danger. We'll get the rolling thunder. No, he won't. No, I've lied. Hook shots there from Schofield. Beautiful again from Heroic.
And Schofield, this man, he gets around. How is he so fast across the map? But Tranquil Boots and Yule Scepter, he's got quite a bit of movement speed on him now in this little clockwork. So he gets there in time. Great read on the map, and they're just playing the tempo here.
This is how we set the meta. We've had minus armor metas, we've had zoo metas, we've had all sorts of agility when that gave move speed meta. This is the move speed meta now.
Yeah.
Just zoom around the map.
Yeah. Did you see the ward by Schofield there? Using the cogs to cut the trees on the high ground and then putting a ward over the tower on the tier 2 bottom. That's a nice little usage of clockwork. Oh,
hello.
Slardar sees some targets.
Hello there. Analog seems to have the high ground. The rocket flare gives the vision. He's not jumping. Sven, God Strength, catches Schofield. The impale, Earth Spike. Nice disruption though, buys time. Slardar the point of contact, and they'll try and bring down 2 massive kills for TA 2000. He is a massive Sven. Cleaves through 3 in a row, and now Heroic, the ones on the run. Dalai Lama sprinting, trying to juke around, drops the vacuum down, but TA 2000 with the rest of the crowd will bring him down.
Man, that was a very unfortunate blink in by Slardar. He blinked in, the Lion Stun was already clicked onto the clockwork in the process of hitting him, and it clips onto the Slardar, so he doesn't get the first stun with Slithering Crush, but because of that, his Aghanims becomes useless because it doesn't provide any safety for him. He didn't get to put down the puddle. The puddle is essential, Gareth. Look at this.
It is.
He didn't get the puddle right here. Right. Okay, it was actually before that, but yeah, the missed opportunity for the poor Slardar. And that's where, you know, BKB would maybe have been the more disciplined and safer choice, I guess. But very unlucky to blink into an impale.
Yeah, super unfortunate. I mean, that could have definitely gone the other way. And K1 also wasn't really available. Heroic posturing as 4 into a very nice, again, clean setup from Quest, right? This hasn't been an easy game for them, but something we always praise them for is that kind of entry into team fights. They always have a very good plan in terms of which target they're going to go for, what the order of operations is going to be. And Quest, very good at kind of executing.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing towards their strength. They're playing towards Sven. They realize that, you know, if we're going to win this game, it's going to be on the back of fights close to our buildings where Sven can actually join. If they go too far out on the map, it can be tricky. They could use the Unlord ulti to try and bring him over there.
Hook shot.
And then spotted.
Lion. Looks like the 6th death of the game for Omar. Carlos trying to make a meal out of this, throws a couple of spells the way of Heroic. A lot of damage onto Schofield there, but no casualties.
Another nice pre-click on the stun there, I think, from him as the Slaughter jumps in. But, you know, it doesn't matter if your Lion get caught out on front line, then it's kind of hard to stay alive. His team rightfully sells him immediately. They're like, yeah, take him. We don't care. Pango, by the way, did go for the, you know, the Aghanims before Echo Saber and then going back for it now, it seems. Or like he disassembled
he
for
went
it.
Echo.
Yeah,
he had Echo and then disassembled.
Yeah, he's gonna go back for it, I guess. But he has a shard Q as well. See if he decides to actually utilize the Echo Saber or not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was wondering if he had anything on Courier, but no. Nothing coming just yet. What else can we buy with a Void Stone and a Broadsword? Battle Fury type? No.
Yeah.
No more Void Stone in Battle Fury.
Yeah,
That's only
not anymore. Not in current year.
Sad times. Oh, big smoke from Quest. So they've had a taste of victory. Nice team fight for them. Now let's see if they can maybe claw back some of this net worth lead that Heroic have built for themselves.
Yeah.
Move into that northern jungle.
Good wraparound, but, you know, they sense something is off here. Heroic holding a good position. Look at the position they're holding. In the fog.
Oh. Davai Lama, and in comes Sven. You'll scepter into the sky, and we've still got Pipe and Greaves here for the Darkseer, but he's blown up before he can use either of them. Slaughter now on the run, trying to sprint away from this Pangolier, who's quickly on his tail. KJ and K1 gonna hold the ground here a little bit, maybe think about fighting.
Oh, this is Sven tipping top. Maybe they could fight without Sven now.
This is a good chance. Great hook shot in. Schofield's gonna start things off. Fiend's Gate dropped. Pango trying to crash back into the clockwork, but the jump from Analog into the back line. Omar has the Ghost Scepter, offers protection. Sven has rejoined. The gate allows him to rejoin the fight. TA2000 can get a bit of damage onto Analog, but they've lost Malik. And KJ is dealing with Ducalis, while K1 BKB'd up and running rampant over Quest right now. A good ice path will buy a little bit of time here for Ducalis, but Analog has got his number.
So funny, K1 was channeling the gate there. He was, I don't think he realized it's so easy to misclick the gate and start TPing away. So he clicked the enemy gate and started TPing towards top. And then 2 seconds later, he's like, wait, what am I doing? I'm chasing people.
I need to kill people.
Yeah, but, you know, it's, for some reason, the hitbox on that is really huge, even when it's, you know, an enemy. I feel like you shouldn't be clicking it that easily.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not good at the game, but I have tried to, like, click around the gate, and I swear I fail.
It's enormous.
90% of the time.
Yeah, it's huge hitbox. Easy mistake to make, but that was still pretty good fight for them, even though the Sven could come back with Unlord ulti, which is a neat low usage of their Uber there. It still didn't really favor them, as the Sven didn't have his ulti going anymore, and without Wrath of or God Strength, he's not that strong. Now though, he completed the full Daedalus, hitting level 20 in just a second.
The Harpoon is coming as well. Drag them into these pits of malice.
Yeah, well, drag them close to Sven and they won't last long enough to suffer in the pits of malice. It's pretty quick and pain-free death.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Pango grabbed his shard, got handed a gem by the Jakiro, and is going back into that Echo Saber now. K1 grabs the Lincolns.
Oh, they're wrapping towards top now. Looks like they want to group up and take the fight again. They're very close to a BKB on Slaughter, though. They should probably wait a little bit on Heroic so he gets to pick that up. It's on the Courier, coming out.
This could be a funny timing as well. 1 minute 25 until Roche spawns. 1 minute 40 until daytime. So there's going to be that 20-second window where he is top left corner, which both teams are vying for control over. Schofield scouted there with the Observer Ward, misses his hookshot now as well. K1 has found an opening onto Malik with the wall dropped on him, trying to bring this Underlord down with a BKB. Stormhammer flies, but the Sven controlled. Yules and Cogs, he's trapped inside. The wall's on him as well, and TA2000 is really struggling to stick on someone. Problems caused here by Analog getting to the back lines and bashing him up. The Sven is dead. Yeah, Quest, what can you do? You're being banished up now on the line as well. The catch from KJ, gonna get them a bonus kill here. 3 in a row. And Sven, we just watch him wandering around the fight, trying to do anything.
You see the mobility. You talked about it earlier, the move speed meta, right? They have so many fast heroes. It's honestly hard for Sven to stay onto anyone. He has so much damage, but everybody's running around at a zooming speed. The Slaughter is sprinting. He doesn't care about Sven. He blinks past him to get to the back line. The Darkseer has the, super speed. Even though he didn't take the heat of battle, he still has Surge. And then you have Weaver. It's not that easy. And Clockwork is in his little jetpack, so even if you stun him, he still keeps cruising forward.
Then you get used up as well by someone in the middle of it all. Like, what can you do?
Yeah. No, he honestly struggles to get to auto-attack something here. And I feel a little bit for Sven. He is big and strong. He can do a lot. But right now it feels like he doesn't really have a mid to provide the same impact. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like this Pango, the decision to send Pango mid against Slardar mid, it all ripples back to that. Because Noob doesn't have a good game at all. And the Slardar has had a free game the entire game. And I think
it's not as if you gave Malik a good time either.
No, not really. I'm a little bit curious why they decided to do it that way. If they just really didn't believe in offlane Pango in this game. But I feel like it's coming back to bite them.
Well, that funny little timing that I was hoping for didn't really come into play. You know, Roshan's just going to go into the bottom right corner. We don't have that back and forth around the twin gates or anything.
At least we don't have Roche being confused, running across the map back and forth. Those were the days.
What's going on? Oh, it's like Heroic just going to take this. No real contest from Quest.
Yeah, they know they can't really go there. They do have the Underlord, but there's no other way to really get over there. And they're just going to keep farming. Looks like they're building towards some items. Here is hoping for a Glimmer Cape, but it's pretty poor. Changed it to Aghanims now. It's mostly a dream, though. Pipe dream at best. Guardian Greaves is up on the Underlord, so he has some damage mitigation. Pretty good against the Weaver.
Yeah, not too bad.
And Sven finally going back to that shard, as mentioned. You know, it's a very important thing, I think, to have, so you can't just get your Warcry dispelled by the SD as well. And speaking of SD and dispels, we haven't really hyped it, but the Demonic Cleanse has been amazing for him. He got it immediately from the first Tormentor he took, and it's been doing a lot of work for him here. Just, removing the dual breath, removing the liquid frost of people, making sure that they're always fight ready.
Get out roots,
yeah.
Get out of danger.
Yeah, it's been super neat. Put that on like Slardar or Weaver and they're just uninhibited in the fights.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Underlord inventory and I guess the big factor is he is so far behind, right? He is 4,000, 5,000 behind like the Darkseer, the Slardar.
He didn't go Athos, Gareth. He didn't go Athos to help lock down for his Sven.
This is my point. It's like you look at this inventory, it's like, okay, cool, you have Greaves, Crimson Guard, but that's, I don't know, that is such a dull, dull inventory. Right? Yeah, just do not interact with the Underlord. Deal with other people. He's dropped the Pit of Malice down on the Clockwork. Sven has come in to try and whack away at K1, but a BKB and time lapse available for the Weaver there as Davai Lama wall into vacuum. 3 men caught up in it. TA2000 has the BKB. In comes the Weaver and the Analog Slardar right into the back lines.
Trying to
bash into Malik here as well. The Sven struggling to do any damage. He's just being controlled for time on time. In comes the Pango roll, but it's all too little too late now. K1 has Aegis, 2 lives available, dives deep with Schofield to get it on top of Malik. Drop the Pit of Malice, try and save him up with Noob here. But Heroic are diving your tier 3s and 4s, looking for every kill they can get and killing off your objectives.
Yeah, and now just going straight into the building. And Easy Papa comes out from King Jungle, having a good time here.
What a buyback from Malik as well. Right, glyph up that bottom lane of barracks at least for now.
Can you really fend them off here? You don't have Sven, you don't have buyback on Sven.
And
I don't think you're deterring this heroic draft. They're just going.
It's like there's no wall, but I don't think it matters. Like this Slardar and Weaver, they're the big damage dealers.
Yeah, this buyback feels like it's not really good. Okay, someone has to finish that barracks. Running away from it.
We've got Sanj and Yasha up on this Slardar as well now, so his status resistance is through the roof.
Oh yeah. And slow resistance, actually. Stacks with the Vindicator's axe that he has as well.
Oh, very nice. All right, 2 lanes of barracks looks like. You're going to get the ranged mid.
So
Sven in 5 seconds? Yeah, leave the melee for now.
When you stun Slardar, he has 58 armor right now. I don't know how Sven ever kills that. Like, he can just man-fight Sven all day. It's kind of absurd. 58 armor, 3.6k HP, ton of HP regen, slow resistance.
You need 5 crits in a row. All right.
I don't even think that will do much to him, honestly. Not with that armor.
Right, yeah, Quest going for some last-ditch effort here, but it looks like the read is there. Heroic understand what's happening.
They've been pinged, they've been scanned. They got your location.
High ground vision, Schofield jetpacking, looking, scouting, tanking. The gank does die, but the vacuum wall. Oh, it's a big one. In we go with Atlog as well. The damage from K1 unloaded. Destroying Quest as their wraparound does absolutely nothing. Oh.
Yeah. That was a classic top 10 Schofield moment right there. It's like, yeah, my teamfight contribution, I'll bait them, guys. And then
All for me?
kill. Yeah, I mean, I've watched this guy a lot. It's always like people go on Schofield and then they get punished for it. This guy is the biggest baiter that I've seen in South America.
He absolutely is. He knows how to get in there, kind of backstab, cause a bit of problems. Is he not the one with the wards? Why?
Yeah. Well, he did block or reveal that Noob was here and probably did spot the ward.
Very likely.
Already
yeah,
pinged.
very reminiscent of like Weaver Shikuchi, Puck with the orb, just getting out to lane as Dalai Lama. He walks up to the cliff.
Okay, they made it pretty obvious that they also have a ward right there.
He's going to get wrapped around on. The Darkseer, he's fucking speedy. Look at him, just zoom away from that. You can't catch Darkseer. Schofield's battling back into Omar. 5v5 around the top rune spot. No one dies.
He just walked out at. He doesn't need Surge. You know, that's
so
the
sure
difference.
he's dead.
If your support gets caught and you have to skill Surge, or if you get caught and you just casually walk away.
Off you pop.
Yeah, he's going to get back. And it's early enough that it's not that painful for him he got caught out there. Because he can heal up and he can TP to the lane. This is not going to be terrible.
He probably wants, he wants his team to get first blood and one of the supports dies.
Yeah.
And so he's got the movement speed from his support back in fountain to run to lane.
Nah, he's not walking. He's traveling in style. It's going to be TP scroll all the way.
Yeah, 3 seconds to go. Buys his tangos. And off he'll pop up to that top lane. He's got his bracers queued up. He's ready.
So funny enough,
ready to go.
It's going to be Quest to get the D ward on mid as they denied their own ward and now they get the D wards. Noob getting a bit of extra experience there. Can always be helpful on the mid lane.
Oh, nice added little bit of efficiency there from Dalai Lama too. So he Iron Shells, he waits, like his TP was ready to go, but he waits to get the second Iron Shell and have that mana regeneration buff from the fountain. So he's all topped up as he straight into battle in that top lane with the Iron Shells going. Takes a few hits from Ducalis there. Schofield trying to offer that protection.
Yeah, so far pretty brawly start to the top lane here. Troll is going to stand pretty happily here though. Doesn't look like a bad lane at all for him. Bottom lane, bit of damage being dealt to K1 as well. Trying to use their combo here. The little shredder and shield crash.
Not an awful lot they can do to kind of punch back until they get level 2. Disruption definitely has been buffed a fair amount. It can do some good harassment and chip damage here, as we'll see it just used on Malik and sent towards Omar. Can't do too much through the shield of Malik's Pango though, but these illusions last quite a while.
Yeah, they have good duration. It's just more cost effective and you don't feed magic sticks as fast, so better than going for the poison. Of course, as a reaction to this, people don't buy magic stick against SD level 1 anymore, so is there a mind game at some point? Oh, Schofield just gets clobbered by Ducalis up here on top. Got a lot of damage buff from his spirit, so... And the Windlace paying dividends there.
It's definitely a difficult lane, right? Troll, ET against this Darkseer Spirit Breaker. Yes, you got Iron Shell. Yes, you got Spirit Breaker. But like we said in the draft, it feels like the focus of Schofield is going to be that mid lane. And you kind of just put Dalai Lama here out on an island a little bit.
Technically, I feel like both off lanes should struggle because both off lanes were fully revealed before any of the safe lane heroes were picked. So you have no excuse if you're losing the lane as a safe lane here. But yeah, top lane for Quest looking very good. And we haven't really checked in or talked too much about mid lane, but so far started doing fine, getting some CS, but Storm is, as expected, winning the lane a little bit. Just able to get some nice advantage. As I say that, Slardar pops back up.
He does have a new wave coming in as well. Storm Spirit offers a lot of damage. There's melee heroes trying to get into the midst of the wave. Even playing under the tier 1 tower now to keep it going as well.
Yeah. Overall, there we go, sending in the sliding remnants. It's so annoying. This gets in there, hard to stay safe from. The Lotus is spawning. Speedy clicks, boys. Schofield with a charge.
He grabs it under the nose of Ducalis. And on the right-hand side, Omar, yeah, completely free open time to get into that pool. And KJ is trying to play in behind enemy creep wave here to try and gather up some CS, but Shadow Demon jumped on with a cookie. And that shield crash to bring him down. One more touch from that little shredder as well. Gets them the second kill of the game for Quest.
It hurts so much. The little shredder does so much work on level 1 already. And a few extra auto attacks, you know, regular auto attacks afterwards with all that minus armor. It's like a free deso in laning stage. Basically what it feels like.
And it's bottom lane, pretty decisive victory for Quest.
Top
A1
lane.
kind of struggling to farm and keep things going. Top lane difficult for Heroic as well, as they're being pushed back by this troll and ET, but they get a kill in the mid lane thanks to KJ coming in, helping Analog to secure that kill on Storm pre-level 6.
Yeah, that was nice. Just bottle refill and then turn that into a gank as well. Get the water runes now. He can get the double refill. So that's really going to help out Analog's game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, you got to be wary
Every time
when
I
the
look top, Schofield is being absolutely hammered. Look at this blood grenade. The bonus damage, it expires now. Ducalis couldn't keep it going, sadly.
And this is before he gets boots. Just wait till this ET has boots as well. He'll run in even more aggressively. He's doing a good job just building his damage and then coming in with big smacks. Again, look, wow, the double root here, but of course no duration.
A surge ends, and they're going to keep chasing this one. With the slow axes, TA2000 comes back in with the melee axes.
Oh yeah, super
long
long
enough
cooldown
to finish
surge.
him off. He's pretty tanky though with these gauntlets and the bracer. How many hits? Three for the ET to finish him off. There's
4
one.
maybe soon. With the HP regen kicking in, he's gonna be fine.
Well, it's like you survive, but what do you do now? You put Iron Shell and Creep Wave and walk to Fountain. As Omar, you're gonna trade his life there for KJ, giving Malik a kill down bottom. Noob kills Analog mid as well. The Storm Spirit comes out with a solo kill on the Slardar.
Yeah, that's after Slardar gets double water rune refill, so he was full there, but you know, doesn't have a way to sustain. Goes down. That's a huge solo kill, and I would say shouldn't really happen, that kill.
Nice little bottle refill there for the Storm Spirit as well as Omar comes into mid. There's so many of these little nuanced plays rotating in, bottle refill, helping out here and there, and even the ET moving into this mid lane. Good cookie into the damage. The Vortex already used, so no further disables.
The Lotus
Analog might just be able to survive this. Pops the heals, crushes up Storm. Noob is out of mana now. Where's the reaction? The charge is coming in. Here we go. The Mad Cow comes in onto the Storm Spirit to take down Noob. Down you go. Analog gets his revenge.
A little bit over aggressive there, and 6-minute rune check top as well. He's got to spawn bottom. Slardar can make his way over. Meanwhile, we have Troll just laying into Davai Lama here. Level 3 on this poor Darkseer, just trying to get away.
Oh, jeez.
He doesn't have Surge. 10 seconds.
And the ET has arrived. Maybe this charge, is that going to be enough? No. Even with the Lotus there, they couldn't save him. Schofield, he thinks about going on the Troll, but will turn on to Ducalis, who has 152 bonus damage. You can't do a damn thing against this guy. You kill him off finally, but you'll lose both of your supports. The Storm and the Troll, giving TA2000 a double kill.
Wow, that is a huge start now for TA2000, having a fantastic game. And yeah, that Elder Titan is working out, man. It's a good pick for the laning stage when he plays it like this. And he's being underestimated, right? You think you can kill him, but if he has the Astral Spear ready, you gotta kite him. You can't fight into that.
Where's he getting 152 bonus damage from on this ET?
I don't know. They buffed the numbers a lot, man. He hit a few heroes, hit a few creeps. He doesn't even have any stacks, so it's just, that's the numbers nowadays. That's the current economy.
Well, this is important. Killing off this Troll. Good move from the two supports again from Heroic. And they even brought Analog up here, but wasn't able to connect. as he would have liked. It looks like now as well, Heroic just sending the CK back into the jungle. K1 trying to farm into that armlet until he feels comfortable.
Yeah, just take it safe, play for the armlet, and then the orchids. That's the build that we see on a lot of CKs lately. It's extremely strong. After that, the blink dagger can be an option. Storm looking for that 8-minute rune. Same for Slardar.
Big smoke timing here from Quest as well. Malik's level 6.
Setting a trap for him.
Use out of this rolling thunder. Try and crash over the cliff top and straight into Analog. Well placed, but the charge bashing him around, pushing them away. But Analog's still going to get vortexed and slain.
Oh, Schofield steals the region and
TPing.
Oh my.
Gets away.
Schofield is so fun to watch. He always has these silly situations happening.
Like, where am I? What am I doing here? Suddenly gets away with murder.
He just gets places, man. And taking that region away from Storm, I mean, that's massive. Otherwise, he would be full resources now. I'm very happy to keep fighting. But now, seeing at 300 mana, he can't really take a fight here if they go on him. Or if they go on the snap.
And try with a banish into crush. Good cookie, though. Gives Noob the distance away. One zip. Back to
base
safety as well. I mean, just looking at the net worth difference, though, this is starting to become problematic for Heroic. Quest have a 2k lead overall, which doesn't seem that drastic. But when you look at the Troll, Storm, Pango, top 3, and then you look at the CK and the Slardar, and then the Darks here, it's 2,600 for Dalai Lama. A bounty rune will help, yeah?
Yeah, it helps, but it's a lot about timings, right? The timings that you're going to hit. This Troll is looking like he's going to hit a very, very nice timing for his Battle Fury overall. He already has the broadsword, he has the cornucopia, so it just needs the claymore and the recipe. Gonna be a very fast Battle Fury, and that's really good for fighting into the CK as well. Cleave from the troll, hard to keep your illusions alive then.
Yeah, not just a farming item, definitely can help out. And this is a CK who's trying to play from behind as well. And when the arm's done, K1 can get involved, but for now it's a wait for Analog's blink, wait for the CK armlet. I'm not sure you can make any active moves yourself because this Darkseer, I guess, is going to fall back on farming some stacks now. Yep. Large camp all built up for him.
Heroic are again being diligent about their stacks. King Jungle doesn't have the nickname for nothing.
Ancient's blocked up though with a nice little sentry from Ducalis.
Yeah, should realize that after that stacking up.
In we go. Spirit Breaker down. Rolling Thunder and a Vortex with the Morty's Kisses landing onto the Shadow Demon. Forced to self-disrupt, but with that Rolling Thunder connecting on the KJ, they get Noob a double kill.
I always get so confused when I see the Snapfire Kisses with that cosmetic, man. No matter how many times I've seen it, it's still weird to me.
It looks exactly like that Ice Ancient Shaman, whatever, you know, the guy with the tower damage,
yeah,
Frostbolt, whatever.
The Ice Fire Bomb.
That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit stronger than the Ice Fire Bomb, but he wishes he could do this.
If only.
New animation. The Jungle Bites Back version 2.
Jeez.
Yeah, looks like they're just gonna work towards this Blink Dagger on the Slardar right now, as they're a little bit on the back foot here. They're gonna rely on this guy with this Blink, then they can start playing aggressively. Storm, meanwhile, almost has the entire Witchblade. And looks like we're gonna have a double blink timing because Pango is going for a blink first item. So we're gonna have a blink from the Slardar on the side of Heroic, but a blink from the Pango might also mean that they're aggressive. So this should be fun. Next few minutes here will be pretty decisive. See who gets the most out of this big investment.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty hectic pretty quickly here. I'd love to see a smoke move out of one of these teams with these blink daggers picked up. Yeah, Malik, I'm not sure if he showed it on that Radiant lane ward down bottom. He did get pretty close to the vision there, and I think yeah, he must have been in vision. He was right next to his tower.
I think so.
If they were looking, they would have seen it.
Yeah, I think they definitely know that it's coming.
Jump on, into mid, Storm Spirit, chain stunned into Oblivion. They've tried with the Rolling Thunder to save him up with the ET Stomp as well. Little Shredder going to work, but the Banish is there. Shadow Demon saves the Spirit Breaker as K1 and Dalai Lama go diving into the tier 1 to kill off the Snapfire. Well, there's your answer. Blink reveal for the Slardar. Just a little better, a little faster.
Yeah, slightly quicker with that. And also, they brought everybody. They didn't pull any punches here. They brought in the CK as well, so they could just overrun. And as a result, they get the tower. And yeah, that was also Pango using his ultis, and now he's on cooldown and can't really go fight. Meanwhile, the Blink Slardar, he doesn't have a downtime. He can keep looking for these engagements.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, go next. Who's the next target?
Going bottom.
Target.
It's
target
Pango
acquired. He's blinked away this time.
Stay safe.
Top tower is under attack.
Thinking about TPing a couple of people down there. It looks like they cancel one, and Snapfire's going to join the Pango to kill off some Ancients.
Meanwhile, Troll is being forgotten, as we see a little bit of a recap here. That Pango was so close to saving his Storm, but just not quite in time. Damage is enough. And then it's just panic mode here, as we see a ZK coming in, just making sure they get more from that pickoff.
It's Troll ignored and free farming, but it's also Darkseer doing the same thing, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know, Darkseer from the offlane has always felt like quite a greedy offlaner. Needs a fair bit of time to get his auras up and then into that kind of scaling with maybe Blink initiation. What are we looking for here for Davai Lama after like Greaves?
I think he's probably right in just going Yule Scepter, try and control the Troll Warlord from running at people, and maybe set up combos as well. And could also work to protect himself. As we see a jump from the Storm, picking off the Spirit Breaker, who's just trying to leech some experience, you know, want to keep the tower alive ideally, but gets a little bit too out of position here. Currently has an energy booster queued up on the Spirit Breaker. Is that your next item? Are you going for protection build?
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, like you going for a what?
No, I'm thinking, is he going Pavis, like Solar Crest build then?
Radiant's
I
bottom
suppose.
tower is under
But
Yeah, I guess.
it could be that, but it's not what we usually see. Usually it's just, you know, straight into the Shadow Blades, no matter what position you're.
Dire's
Yeah, I mean, there's no argument for a Lotus Orb this game, right? There's like there's no single target. There's Vortex from
Not
Storm.
much. Yeah, not much. Not really a great game. I mean, I think he could buy a lot of items. The first item, Energy Booster after Face Boots, is sure, he does use his mana pool quite easily. I'll agree to that.
It's a choice.
Solar Crest is also a very, very good item. Still a very powerful item in any game. They have the CK Orchid, by the way, so they're moving towards tier 1 tower top, playing around him. This charge is pretty obvious. He's running over a few points of vision here, mid first and then a ward.
And then immediately cancels. Let's go for the tier 1 tower instead. Yeah, I guess in this kind of game where the Snapfire's little shredder build has been quite annoying with the minus armor, the Pango adds in. Yeah, just go for that Solar Crest, buff up your teammates.
Keep people alive. It's not a bad idea to do, generally. Try and be a team player here, as we have the Greaves coming in from the Darkseer. We'll have the Pavis build on the Spirit Breaker, it seems. Yeah.
Oh, he has it already complete, so he had some bits and bobs in his career then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Roshan time. Heroic straight in there, and no real move from Quest. They're all down farming bottom jungle, pushing into mid tier 1, which will be claimed for the catapult. This is going to be a freebie Aegis, though, for a team that's felt behind the first 15 minutes, now starting to hit their stride alongside this Chaos Knight. And man, Chaos Knight, when he hits this timing, Armlet Orchid, no one's safe on the map. This guy can just solo kill anybody.
Yeah, he becomes a real threat, and you know, he has a lot of avenues here he could go into. The BKB next. He's gonna go Manta, it seems like his next item, and from there on, you know, I'm a big fan of the Blink, but you can just tank up as well and go for the Heart. I would like to see him try and extend his advantage though even more. But K1, he's a greedy player. He's gonna play pretty farm heavy, and we'll hopefully see him join in for the fights as well.
Yeah, if someone comes to try and steal his Ancients or something, there'll be a fight around the farm.
I mean, you know, the Orchid isn't too bad of a farming item. It's 40 attack speed, it gives you nice regen, and if someone ganks you, you can silence them first. So yeah, even if you're not looking to be hyper aggressive, it's pretty good just for farming away like he's doing now.
Oh, pops the Phantasm. Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, see what timings we have on the game right now. We've got a Ghost Scepter on the SD, so he can keep himself alive a little bit. The Slardar is going for an Aghanim Scepter. Of course, has the Aegis from the Roche. The Slardar still has 1400 gold to go, so needs to farm a little bit more. CK, of course, working on that Manta, like I said.
I've only just noticed that. Yeah, I like the countdown timer of the Aegis there. The Aegis power play before heroic.
Yeah,
3 minutes
it
and
is.
30
I mean,
seconds.
and sometimes the power play is just a farm, but you know, then you farm it with power.
Confidence, power.
I believe that they probably will find a chance to use this in some greater way, though. Start out with
Schofield?
Aegis.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, he's going for it. He's setting up
Pump
for the Darks
faking.
here and the Chaos Knight to arrive. Like,
Yeah.
drop the wall on this one as well. I mean, Omar's stuck in between a bunch of creeps, dead to K1.
Yeah, easy kill in the end. He likes doing this when he plays Spirit Breaker. He always pump fakes the ulti every time. Interesting
Are you
skill
gonna
build,
TP?
by the way. Not a single point in the bulldoze. So prioritizing just having the damage from this bash and having, of course, the charge cooldown and charge speed.
Yeah, I guess very different to game 1, right, where Quest had tons of stuns. Now they have quite few. Not necessarily needing the status resistance out of that bulldoze.
Yeah, it's also less mana wasteful, right? This is the build that makes more sense from a support perspective. You don't have that much resources. You don't want to keep paying 30 mana or 40 mana for bulldozing all the time.
No.
It drains you dry.
There's a lot of signaling there. I don't know if KJ's saying the observer ward locations, because if he is, he's bang on. He's just drawing circles
These
around
guys.
where they have observers.
Yeah,
The Kobold?
I see the kobold point of view here. Oh no, the kobold. Look away, violence.
Oh, my prospector. Oh, no more panning. He's down.
Both teams kind of in a bit of a lull here with this Aegis just farming. Looks like Quest saying, okay, if you don't extend your advantage with Aegis more than just farming, we're happy with that. Storm is getting close to BKB. He is only looking like 600 gold away from his own BKB timing here. So that's pretty fantastic for him. And Troll has the full Manta style completed. So he has an anti-Orchid. That's pretty useful for him here. Don't want to end up getting silenced and just killed.
Yeah, super important. It's kind of felt like this is what Quest want, right? To kind of sit back, yeah, okay, go use your Aegis to farm up, you buy a bit of time, you recover a little bit after your poor laning stage, heroic. These observer wards coming out of Ducalis, you know, watching mid, watching for that access point into Dire Ancients, keeping the troll safe, and then lane wards up at top as well. And maybe starting to think about maybe the next cycle of Roshan, the next big play around that top left corner.
The big story is the Vailama does not farm very quickly if they're just going to farm like this. So they need to make moves, I think, on Heroic. And they're going to smoke up now before Aegis times out.
Malik not going to give them the opportunity there. Very quickly in and out of the creep wave. Another long line drawn down to that bottom right-hand corner from Heroic.
Yeah. Troll building towards an Aghanim Scepter next item, so he is going for that, like I said, very good item against the Darkseer. And minute 20, you know what that means. Both these teams, already we can see them moving towards their Tormentors. CK is pinging it, Slaughter is coming in. I like it, dude. I feel like so long we saw teams just not prioritize taking Tormentor early. And I think either you should be taking your Tormentor on 20 or you should be punishing your opponents most of the time.
And stealing.
Yeah, you can go there, maybe play aggressive and then steal it like we saw Heroic do in the last game.
That's just free money, isn't it? It's a resource on the map to be claimed. And Malik right now trying to roll in towards KJ.
This is very flailing, missing entirely.
Kisses don't land. Rolling Thunder doesn't land. Storm's going to zip away from a bit of initiation from Schofield. Rod of Atos into the Troll, but the vacuum wall from Davai Lama catching 3 up inside. Malik now dragged back with the Orchid on him. Tagged up by the CK and killed off. And a pause. FPS Dorps.
Yeah.
We don't like that. Dorps are bad.
God damn Dorps, yeah. Do a quick little reconnect here. It's for K1 as well, he says.
It was the vacuum wall. It's the classic, right? The darts here.
Darkseer and FPS drops in my Dota 2. Nah,
The Dorpseer, man. It's the Dorpseer.
I love it. Dude, in that fight, that looked like they could have an amazing combo, but quick little verbal recap there. Analog was looking for the blink on the 3-man vacuum, but his blink got cancelled by random damage. I think he walked into the ET Spirit first, and I don't know if something else clipped him as well, but the ET Spirit canceled his blink. So we go and ready here.
Could have been even bigger for Heroic.
Oh yeah, they want more.
almost out of mana, but the charge is going off to the right-hand side into the troll and the snapfire. Omar's dead. Nice man to dodge to get away from the nether strike there. Gets away with a little animation cancel.
Yeah.
Save the lives of their cause.
Good stuff there. I mean, Manta is very, very nice for staying alive. Then they're going to get robbed a little bit here. Invasion and stealing of Ancients happening from Heroic, who are pretty happy on the back of that one team fight. And Analog going for a BKB this game. Is that a throwback to game number 1 where you had the BKB or had the Aghanims but still died? It was like, dude, just get a BKB. Just have it.
Just buy it. There's tons of magic damage here.
Yeah, you want both. Why not both?
Yeah. It's just kind of funny, though, how Aegis expires, and that's the time that the Radiant want to fight. You know, they get themselves prepped and ready, win a battle, and that Aegis definitely allowed them to recover and get themselves kind of back into the driving seat of this one.
Perhaps a false sense of security, like, oh, they don't have Aegis much longer, guys. We can go out and do something, and suddenly, boom, you get jumped by Darks here, who just finds a 3-man vacuum, despite not having Blink Dagger yet, you know. Good job by Divine Llama.
I mean, it was like a 1,000 or 2,000 net worth lead for the majority of this game, honestly, until that last team fight. Now it's swung about 4k across towards Heroic side.
Yeah,
and so they can get done with it.
Even though you're feeling pretty strong on like Troll, you don't feel too comfortable if you start giving up more of the map here. You don't want to play on the back foot against a Spirit Breaker. And again, against an Orchid CK, the pickoffs are very strong from Radiant.
And a Shadow Demon, right? Playing into the Shadow Demon as a Troll feels pretty bad if you get disrupted during ulti or just Demonic Purged. That's
never a good time. Speaking of Purge, he does have the cleanse available on the SD. I believe he was the one to get it from the Tormentor they took. Yeah, he was.
It feels like another game here where Quest need that little bit of sneaky vision, that jump onto a key target. They need, like, again, they need to find KJ. I swear to God, this guy has permanent invisibility. He's died a few times, okay, but in the moments where it matters most in these big team fights, he's unfindable.
Yeah, I mean, between the two of them, they play the support duo very well. Schofield is always showing himself, always playing great. Look at this. He found the Snapfire. CK is here.
Yeah, what's Schofield doing? He's running at someone. He's giving K1 kills. Accidental BKB.
It works.
Wanted to use Magic Stick.
It works. Yeah, probably had the Magic Stick in that inventory actually. It's common thing. So you don't want to have Magic Stick in the same inventory that you want to put some important item.
Or phase boots.
Oh yeah, that's the
phase boots is the big one for me. I always screw that up. Well, Schofield maybe now pays for his overzealous actions as he zipped on. Killed off by Noob. Well, K1. Well, it looked like K1 was running, but now with KJ, they're stepping up. I'm thinking about posturing with Analog and Davai Lama coming in from the south, but it looks like they're not really going to get sucked into a fight without their Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, it's still a tricky fight. There's still ultis available apart from the Pango ulti. There's still Troll ulti and Snapfire Kisses, so you want to be a bit careful about giving an easy fight when you don't have Phantasm or your Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker does play a very crucial role of going first and being the easy target. CK is getting real farmed right now. Looks like he's gonna go for the full Bloodthorn perhaps. Or maybe he gets the Silver Edge here, yeah.
I mean, this is pretty big though for Quest, right? Roshan is potentially spawning now in a matter of minutes. It is about to hit nighttime. They've got all this vision around the Rosh pit. This should be the biggest chance for Quest to kind of have a team fight go their way.
It should be, yeah. But item timing wise, it's also not feeling fantastic for them. Like they have good items, but you're just looking at the CK and saying he looks massive, you know, it's spooky. But I think you're right. This is the time to go. They should go and fight. And we see them congregating towards mid lane, looking like they're grouping up for a smoke. Smoke is coming on the Snapfire.
Rule number 1 of Pro Dota, right? Push out waves before you do something.
Yep.
Get that mid pushed out. Bottom's going to shove thanks to tier 1 down there.
You could just say push out lanes. That's basically the rule number 1 for playing good Dota in general.
Alright, just push out lanes. Wow, Heroic straight into the Rosh pit. Gives the old man a whack from the CK hammer, but it looks like they're falling back here. Not super comfortable. Not knowing where Quest are lurking. They did get the D ward by the Lotus Pool though. Super important here, but they're playing into lane ward where K1, well, he jumps. There's a good catch with the Atos to stop the charge. Schofield thinking about that Nether Strike. The Storm steps into the back for the Darkseer. Noob toying with him there, and they'll turn onto the Spirit Breaker now to shred through him, but look at the CK. K1 destroys Omar. Buyback attacks coming out from both sides as the Storm is still trying to contend with Davai Lama. We need this big vacuum wall onto multiple heroes. He's going to drop it on the Troll, and that's decent enough. Vacuum onto
Troll.
3 as well. Analog can't rejoin, though. Trying to poke at Noob here on the right-hand side as Davai Lama gets destroyed. Little Shredder plus the damage of the Troll take him down, but TA2000 has no battle traps. He's got no Manta style, but it looks like Heroic not wanting to play with him anymore. KJ left stranded, double kill for Noob, and Quest, with that bit of vision, with that bit of hiding in the trees, get the team fight they needed.
Man, that was a really impressive fight taking there. I like the little jumps that Noob did from the side, just jumping in, being disruptive, not full committing on the Storm because he knew the fight was dangerous, and that way he could keep his BKB alive for a little bit longer. And also the quick reaction from the Atos on Omar there, stopping the Spirit Breaker initiation, putting Heroic in a pretty awkward spot. It looked like they were going to turn the fight when they had the vacuum onto the Troll, because the Troll and Darkseer wall interaction is pretty funny. The AI of pressing Troll ulti with illusions near you can screw you over. But still, they managed to win the fight. They just had really good positioning in this.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of felt, you know, with the Troll in the wall, with that battle trance down, maybe they go for that additional
Back in
jump.
the game.
But the Storm Spirit, or K1, he's got to run, doesn't want to continue, but the Spirit Breaker, the Rod of Atos, the final touch, Noob, he's going to get the Vortex down, the zip away, and the Storm, oh God, here we go. Take him out. Aegis claimed up, finally. Something going their way in that scrappy fight, but they lost the CK in the midst of it all.
Yeah, losing CK and Spirit Breaker, I wouldn't even say that's a good outcome here. Yeah, you took away the Aegis, but that's just even more momentum here. 60 seconds of no CK, so they're going straight down from mid, not wasting any time. The Troll looking for some buildings.
What is that? Aegis duration kept 29 seconds. Net worth
stats.
difference due to Aegis less than 1k.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always the interesting stat to see how long does the Aegis last. Definitely a bit shorter duration than the Slaughter Aegis.
Now we're getting that standoff for both teams, you know, just take down some towers, take a bit of farm, but no one's going to be pushing the envelope here until that next Roshan, really.
Quest are a pretty methodical team, how they want to play, so yeah, they're probably not going to go too off script here with how they push, but they're going to get that top tower, and it's hard to defend it. Troll is very close to a full Satanic, by the way. That is pretty terrifying if you are Heroic here. It will be hard to kill this man.
Oh, it's going to be monstrous. And K1 realizing his ancients have been farmed. There's nowhere to be. Let's send out some illusions to try and defend that tier 1 top. We have 6 minutes for that next Roshan to come up. Where does that leave us? It's a minute until daytime. We're gonna have nighttime Roshan, and it's gonna come back to day.
Yeah, looks like it's. I mean, it's gonna be a long time for the Roche, so they're gonna have to fight without any Aegis for quite a while here. Both the teams gotta be competitive. Cheese gets passed over to the Storm from the Troll. He says, "Thank you very much, but I'm fine. I already have my Satanic basically, so I'll be surviving."
Pass the cheese.
And Storm now with a Parasma. Ooh, big damage increase here. Kaya, Parasma, Enchanted Quiver. He is ready to do quite a bit of damage now.
Plus ET and Snapfire as well.
True. Yeah,
What is it? Parasma, 20% magic resistance reduction. Yeah, plus the ET aura. Snapfire Kiss is going to land in. That's some pretty hefty stuff.
Yeah, that could cause a hero to melt real quick. Looks like Heroic want to fight here. They have the BKB and Aghanims on Slardar.
They've got high ground.
Smoke got
They've
revealed
got the
though.
staircases.
Lost his smoke, so kind of awkward for him.
Amplify damage troll, my man. The kisses. The move in. Storm Spirit straight into the back onto this Darkseer, and he's being blown up. Davai Lama's dead. A deep zip from Noob as well, going for the bonus kill. The Spirit Breaker's a pretty tanky fella, but the Rolling Thunder. Malik and Noob have got to give this one up. But it means that high ground's being broken. It's going to go straight in for the kill now. It's TA2000 opens up on them.
CK going.
Trying with K1. BKB's up.
Illusion's
deal with
gone.
TA2000s. A vacuum, yes, is there with the wall. The crush analog with K1. They've got the kill of Omar, but they've lost the Darkseer now. The dieback out of Davai Lama. The vacuum wall not paying off. And TA2000 just opens up on your buildings now.
Yeah, bit of damage there from that Shadow Demon 5 stack on him though, so he realized, oh, I probably better go and heal up with my Satanic. Gonna go into jungle, get his HP back up real quick here. But that's 54 seconds still of no Darkseer. They could look to go for more.
I mean, Noob is pretty healthy here. Full mana pool, ready to go. On a drop of a hat. No Rolling Thunder for 20 seconds, but it's just going to be putting this troll up on the high ground to take down the ranged racks. No? Back up? Safe? Okay.
Gonna play it safe. It's a little bit risky to take the fight still. They don't have Aegis, and ultimately, why take more risks? They already got a lot. So, gonna back up and keep building this advantage a little bit more. Tormentor is up for Radiant here. Or is it for Radiant? Dire sitting around.
They get the kill quickly. Nice little ward here, though. It's going to CK1. They've got to grab on this CK. Rolling Thunder in. Chain stunned and dead for 70 seconds. He's got no buyback.
Oh my god, that
Scofield's now being pummeled down. They banished the Storm, but T2000's Troll on his tail. Roast beef for dinner here as Quest destroyed a Spirit Breaker, and they're opening up on another set of Tier 3 and Barracks. At least once they kill the Tier 2 tower, that is.
I mean, did a great job of just picking better heroes against the Slardar, by the way, in this game. This is so hard. Look at Slardar's game. He tries to fight something. He can't really go on the Storm. He can't man-fight against the Troll ever. This is very, very rough. I just see him creating puddles and then running around. He never gets to auto-attack anything. The best one to fight is like Pango, but it's not that easy. He even has the craggy coat on Pango, so he has a billion armor.
God, you're right, yeah. Very difficult to bring down. Paladin of Sword, Satanic on Tier 2000's Troll. Enchanted Quiver Storm.
He's just not dying. He is huge. And this is where I really would have liked that Blink CK, you know, a bit more aggressive play. It feels like he had all the farm in the world this game, but what happened of it, you know? What became of it? It feels like he just isn't able to exert his dominance here.
Yeah, that one dominant moment from Quest as well. Around that Roshan with a bit of vision. That's all they needed. And Noob with that poking and prodding. Open up the Trolls game, get him to unload his damage. Very good for Quest here in game 2.
I like the drum boots on Ducalis, by the way, in this game. When you're playing against an ST, you can always, you know, try and keep your team ready, keep them in position.
Where are we now? 2 minutes till fast spawn. A bit of respite here.
Wow. Malik even buys another a bit of armor here. He gets the full Shivas along with the craggy coat, so he is sitting at a passive 47 armor. So good luck physically killing him quickly here. It's going to be hard to get him before his supports can save him.
And that's before the Greaves Guardian aura kicks in or anything like that.
Before he, yeah, or craggy coat
Shield
activates for plus 12.
Or Shield Crash Barrier. Yeah, I mean, he's got like 6,000 HP or that, more even.
High ground held by Heroic, but they have been scanned.
And what's vision like here? A couple of lane wards from Quest, so they don't see up the high ground on the staircases until that ET Spirit maybe comes in. Gives a touch of vision.
Phantasm was used. They're going to use everything here to kill off some illusions on mid, so seeing that, they could just say, okay, no Phantasm, we can go for something. It looks like they just want to play towards Roche. It couldn't be up just yet. First spawn is still 40 seconds away. Feels like forever because they lost the edges so early, right? It messes with your internal clock.
Yeah, you no longer have that kind of normal ebb and flow of like, you know, team is ahead with Aegis. They've got a hero that can go break towers. And it's very much a sit and wait kind of scenario. And Quest still going to bring down that last outer tower, so bottom rack's now open for them.
Sending in some illusions. They have the Lincoln Sphere on Troll as well, so going full safety here with the itemization. I like that he's not going full damage build like on Troll, falling into a trap of, oh, I need to hit really hard. You hit really hard just by having Battle Fury. As long as you are continuously auto-attacking as a Troll with Battle Fury, that is already going to be fine. So every single item has been tailored to survivability. Manta Style for survival, Satanic, Aghanims also here on Troll as well, so going full safety here with the itemization. I like that he's not going full damage build like on Troll, falling into a trap of, oh, I need to hit really hard. You hit really hard just by having Battle Fury. As long as you are continuously auto-attacking as a Troll with Battle Fury, that is already going to be fine. So every single item has been tailored to survivability. Manta Style for survival, Satanic, Aghanims, also a survival tool for him for the Dispels, getting rid of that Slardar ulti, and now Lincoln's as well.
It's nearly Roshan time.
Yeah,
a long line drawn by KJ up to that top left corner. Analog's going to try and clear out the way, but look at Quest, how prepared they are. already preempting any kind of move to get vision or anything like that. They're all smoked up and ready to strike. In they go to try and jump Analog. Spirit Breaker charges the Storm. K1 is here, gets on top of the Storm as well, but it heals the safety.
Storm
But
dropping.
being blasted. Down he goes with a big burst damage out of Heroic. But now they've run out of their BKBs. The Rolling Thunder and the Troll can maybe get some ensnares and net up this Chaos Knight. Break the ankles of the CK with another good move from Malik and TA2000. They've got the job done. Lose the Storm, get the CK, and now Heroic just out of damage, out of potential. If you don't have K1, you don't have half of your net worth on your team. They'll try here maybe with a Spirit Breaker to dive into the back and cause a bit of havoc.
Yeah,
Omar dead, Dalai Lama still sprinting around.
they're
but it
kiting
just
pretty
seems-
decently here. They're trying to go still. Have to be so cautious about the Troll. He is too strong to man fights.
So they're kiting to stay alive, but they're not able to get any further kills.
Yeah. I mean, they got the Snapfire at least, so they got some nice pick off there. Now running after, as they have respawn. Controlling towards the Roche, still 30 seconds for the Storm.
Yeah, I mean, this could be big. If they want to get in on top of them, Ducalis just disappears. Analog and Schofield now having to contend with the Troll, but a good disruption there. Keeps him at bay as Davai Lama arrives. No wall, though, just a vacuum to play with. Ducalis down, but Schofield looks like he's going to be the trade as that Malik. Oh, hang on. In we go with a vacuum drag back. Stops any kind of Rolling Thunder play. Now it'll come out onto Analog, though. And TA2000, the axis is slowed down. The ulti from SD. The crash comes in, stops the TP. Analog caught up in the little shredder. The Gleipnir forces the BKB. The Slaughter is trying to slip
is he
away
still alive?
on a sliver of HP. He's still alive. Analog, he can blink away. He's out of there safe and sound.
They're
Not
toying with
easy,
death.
though.
Oh, they're thinking about going. Schofield and K1.
Looks like they have to. You cannot give Troll Aegis here, right?
I mean, you can't really give it, but I also don't think they can go in. There's two good wards up here. They don't have any sentries down, no D wards. I think it's very risky. They walk
Damned
in,
if you
they
do,
just
damned
die.
if you don't.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. They did play hyper aggressive there, trying to fight for that Roche. I think it may have cost them a little bit more than if they had just tried to split push, but ultimately they had to try and fight when Storm was dead, they felt. Not a bad choice, I think.
Yeah, I guess like weighing the options, it's like, do we want to fight now at a chance of stealing Roshan? You know, get a good fight, win a fight, take Roshan, or do we want to split push and then fight on our doorstep when they have Aegis?
Troll or CK, sorry, looking for a pick off here.
Okay.
If he finds the Storm, he could maybe go on him. Lincoln's though. Breaks
Hello.
it.
Lincoln's popped, silenced and stunned. That's another huge one.
Yeah, that's the power of vision right there. He also left his neutral item on Storm on the ground. He's picking it with his courier though.
So he is.
They didn't notice it.
Courier has been killed.
And K1 loses his courier. Where was Troll just killed it on the other side of the map? AC. Yeah, AC parts on it. I guess CK was just 100 away. He would have a Assault Cuirass right now, but
He was, yeah, I guess he was trying to buy it on the other side.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like, yeah, they're gonna buy themselves some time though with pick off on the Storm. Controlling the map now a little bit. Meanwhile, Tormentor was taken. Storm gets his shard from his team.
Radiant are scanning.
oh, there we go. Aegis power play, 5.6k difference gain. That's what we like to see.
That's
Oh,
an
there's that
interesting one.
Aghanim's Roshan blessing on the Storm Spirit. K1 having to BKB and just try and run away. Not a fight that they can really contend with here, with Rolling Thunder crashing into the Malik on the
Oh
tail
my
of
god,
Davai
run
Lama.
from the boulder.
And it's so challenging. The Slardar trying to make space for himself. Spirit Breaker charging in across onto Ducalis. ET looks like a kill. Maybe they can go for. BKB up for the analog Slardar, and they will deal with it. ET down. TA2000 going to caught up with some illusions and surrounded. Disrupted up for
kited
now
so
as well.
much.
There is a lot of nonsense going on here from Heroic. A
Storm is
vacuum
back.
there. Going to grab three of them, dragging them back into the wall. Goodness gracious. Maybe K1 is like, screw this noise. I want to get the hell out of here.
That is a masterclass in kiting right there. That was beautifully done. Like, Analog with his play, not only running away from people, but also recognizing he could jump onto the low ground, further kiting the troll, but also finding the Snapfire on that low ground and going on her. Beautiful play, honestly. Really, really good stuff. Because they're fighting at such a deficit right now. They're so far behind in items and lead in general.
Aegis?
Yeah. Aegis as well. Like, just handling these fights way, way better. almost makes you feel bad. Like, if they were playing this cleanly before they were in this bad of a spot, it would have maybe looked better for them. But now, of course, they're trying to hold on in this game.
Pulling out all the stops and doing so. Like, this feasibly could have been over 10 minutes ago, but Heroic really fighting back. Noob now, it looks like Storm has realized he needs this cheese in his inventory. He's been caught out a couple of times with silences and stuns. Has Lincolns, has cheese, has BKB. Surely this time he's not going to get caught out and die.
He needs his real insta reactions when the Lincolns breaks. Like, he needs to be so ready to press that BKB. Because you have a CK with Shadow Blade running around looking to pull you with Lincoln's break and then quickly Bloodthorn silence you. So the moment that happens, he has to BKB.
He's got her. They're trying to get it on this bottom tier 3 right
push.
now. Analog. He jumps in, hops out, puts some puddles on the floor. And TA2000 breaks high ground. Getting stunned up a little bit here, but pops the Manta now as Noob goes on towards Schofield, who has a BKB on the Spirit Breaker. Kisses and Thunder landing in the back line, zoning out Davai Lama as Malik will roll back towards the rest of his squad. And it's retreat time now, though, because look at K1. He's running forward, pops his own Manta style. Gleipnir's not going to hit him, though. Gets into Invis just in time away from that sentry. But look at this. Davai Lama, here we go. The vacuum, the charge. 3 of them caught up, 4 in the wall. Schofield with K1. Phantasm there to go.
Troll is strong, though.
In the back, Analog trying to fight back into the troll. Gets into the puddle and away he goes. Storm Spirit. Oh, he's been bashed up and stunned, but he still has the cheese. They'll lose Schofield and Analog's down. 90 seconds without your Slardar and your Spirit Breaker now.
Troll just too hard to fight. They try as they may to kite, but they keep the fight close around the Troll here on the side of quests, making it very hard. Now it's just the CK Darks here and the SD here. Missing their mid, missing their pos 4. Not easy to defend the last racks. There's no way to do it here. Troll is gonna get that one.
Yeah. Absolutely no chance.
20 seconds on the Aegis. But you just know his team is ready to protect him as well. If you try and burst him through that Aegis when it times out.
Stack up all the poisons you want. Very challenging to break past this TA2000 Troll Warlord now.
The Phantasm just immediately gone.
Vacuum. No follow through. It's just a jump from Davai Lama to try and buy some time and protect the tier 4s, but K1 asked Invis to run away. Crashed upon again, dusted up and spotted. They see him. Chaos Knight, he is gone. Dead with no buyback. And that's got to be it now.
Yeah, I think they've finally done it. The 3 of them are going to try and muster a defense here, but against a 5-man quest, looking poised here to take game number 2. There's no way to stop them.
Another couple of kills, going to be the cherry on top here. KJ goes Scepter, not going to offer protection. GG called as the vacuum drags Storm into the fountain as the Ancient falls. And another series going 1-1.
1-1 it is, and quest proved to